The Ford Torino was an entirely new design for 1970. These cars had always had kind of an aggressive look with an angled windshield and a sloping rear deck window. But for 1970, Ford designers really turned it up another notch. They laid the windshield back even further. The rear window is almost flat with the deck lid. It is a really speedy looking design. They say that the design influence actually came from some of the supersonic aircraft like the SR-71 Blackbird, where the nose is a little bit wider than the tail, which helped that plane reach supersonic speed. So the Ford designers kind of made the Torino front fenders bow, and that fender line extends into the door, and the rear of the car is a little bit narrower than the front. It's got a long nose and a short deck lid, and it's just a really cool, speedy, wide and low looking design. And of course, we like this particular one because it's the baddest one you could buy in 1970. It has the 429 engine under the hood, and the Ford engine sizes get kind of confusing in the late 60s because they made a 427, a 428, and a 429, and they're all very different. The 427 was earlier, and it's a pretty radical race motor for the street. The 428s were a little bit more sedate, but they were the same architecture as the 427. But the 429 doesn't really share anything with the 428. In fact, it's the little brother to the Ford 460. And in this particular car, the Super Cobra Jet version had a 10.5 to 1 compression ratio. The block was beefed up with 4-bolt main caps. It had a solid lifter camshaft, a freer flowing intake manifold with a Holley 780 CFM carburetor, free-flowing exhaust. This 429 Super Cobra Jet made 375 horsepower and 450 foot-pounds of torque. And even though the Torino was a mid-size, it was bigger and heavier than a Mustang, it could certainly keep up with them.